jumpstart a host of feelings and memories through Tuscaloosa and Baton Rouge. Moments of frustration, disbelief, and jubilation due to the battles that these two have had. From national championship games to season derailments, this rivalry has had it all, and we've got even more for you today. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the LSU Tigers, taking on the fourth-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. LSU will put up to it for the opening kickoff. He'll bring it out. It's Adams. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Alabama's offense will go on the attack first. With the excellence of both programs over the last nearly 20 years, we expect hotly contested back-and-forth battles. But Alabama took an early lead and didn't look back, and as the old saying goes, the Tide don't lose in Baton Rouge.
Yeah, it was ugly. I mean, there's no other way to spin it. It was not a good day for LSU. LSU usually plays good at home, right? Like, we expect this game to be kind of back and forth. But Jalen Milroe, yep, he just scored again. He did it at will, Palmer.
185 rushing yards and 4 TDs for Milroe, but also the Bama defense dominated. They created 3 takeaways. Alabama showed up last year. LSU did not. LSU has got to get off the bus ready to go and play with their hair on fire in this one.
They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Looking to throw at Simpson. With the catch, it's Bernard. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
The give to the back. Across the 45. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Really good-looking run. You know, you think about the legacy Alabama has at the running back position. It's ridiculous. Mark Ingram won a Heisman, obviously. Derrick Henry, Josh Jacobs. I'm going to go back to Sean Alexander, who I played against back in the day, too. All these guys had speed. All these guys had vision and quickness. And this guy right here, he has all of those traits himself. Just another big-time talent in the Crimson Tide backfield.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wants to go up top. Got a man. It's Hale. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. You just can't hit the quarterback like that. The defender got caught red-handed. Quarterback on the keeper. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
A first down run on the doorstep. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So LSU's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. They are going to be greeted rather rudely, I guess, by a group of defensive linemen that wreak havoc and hunt down quarterbacks, Jesse.
And they wreck games. They take away everything you do offensively. So it's a huge challenge in this one, David, for this offensive coordinator to try to call plays and find ways to get the football away from these big fellas up front because they take games over.
And get the ball out quick. Like when you've got a defensive line that can penetrate, that can get TFLs, get sacks, it's going to be on this offensive line to buy a little bit of time, but also the ball to come out quick, win in the secondary right now.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Sharp. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. This series dates back to 1895. One of the odd things, guys, is historically the visiting teams have had a lot of success.
And these fans don't like each other. Matt, you can feel the hate, the hostility. Both programs so talented, recruited at a high level. These teams have even rematched for a national championship before, Palmer. These two teams are ballers.
And this is a game, too, David, that everybody circles on the calendar at the start of the season. We all know that conference championship, national championship, Heisman Trophy implications are on the line. And the intensity level in this game, it's simply unmatched in college football.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Gets it out fast. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So the offense accepts the roughing the passer penalty, and they get a new set of downs. Grabbed behind the line, it's Sharp. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. I know defenders hate quarterbacks and love nothing more than hitting them, but you're hitting yourself in the gut when you get a 15-yard penalty. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Durham. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. He'll pull it on the read. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. The play action fake. Throws to the wideout. Touchdown LSU! A great catch and run for 6. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do, David.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they closed the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Miller with the ball. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Simpson. Makes the grab on the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. On the ground, going for the first down with the give to the tight end. And he fights his way, but they'll stop him just short of the line to gain. It's 4th down.
Well, the defense got the stop there on 3rd and 1. Let's see if they can do it again here on 4th and inches, David.
I just got to find a way to fall forward, be physical. We work on this all week. You know you're going for it on 4th down.
They boot it away. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. The fair catch just inside the 40. The inside handoff. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down. How about that tough, hard-nosed running? Rich legacy of that at LSU. Reminds me of Charles Alexander.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I was a part of that legacy, Reese, on the other side when Justin Vincent rushed for over 200 yards in the SEC championship game, and that's what you see LSU. That's what I've always thought of watching them growing up, and you watch the way they run their offense. Usually, it starts with the physicality in the ground game.
QB overthrowing an open guy like that, that is just a kick in the gut for this team.
On 2nd and 10, a 4-wide out set, trips right. Got it in the middle, it's Brown. That'll be a gain of about 7, leaves him with 3rd and 3.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. Catch in the middle, it's Hilton. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. They emptied the roster, put every receiver they had out there, it seemed, and they were able to pick up enough for the first down.
Yeah, when you do that with all that speed on the field, you spread it out. What do you got to do? Find the matchup. Find the speed advantage with one of my wide receivers. Get that good matchup. Get the easy first down.
Off play action on first down. Fires to the wideout. Can't hang on. It's incomplete. I think he was bracing for the hit and didn't hang on to the football.
Just got to finish the play for the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Trying play action. Quickly to the tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Got a man. It's Anderson. And they'll knock him down.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing it. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom. I'm going to throw the slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Unloads to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone, it's Adams. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Looking downfield on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? From the gun, he leaves it with the back. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Simpson. Looking down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. There he goes down the right side. Past the 10. Touchdown tie. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14 to 10. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they put points up in electrifying fashion with an 82-yard toss for 6. Fielded in the end zone. It's Anderson. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. That's caught. It's Brown. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So 1st down here as they go back to work. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Quarterback pressure, and down he goes at the 22. When you play at a place like Alabama, you have to live up to the legacy of the Jonathan Allens, the Deron Paynes, the Marcel Dariuses when you play on that defensive front.
And the funny thing is, Reese, I can keep going. Quentin Williams, Will Anderson, like the list goes on and on and on. Just elite-level recruiting on the defensive line, on the edge, is how they built this dynasty at Alabama.
Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. Grabbed in the middle, it's Thomas. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And a nice job finding my wide receiver. And then how about the wide receiver turning into a running back, getting upfield, getting some positive yards, and getting the first down.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Takes a hit as he fires. Oh, he can't hang on. That one was nearly picked off. Instead, he'll force a fourth down.
Defense needed that stop badly. They gave up a touchdown. They gave up a field goal. Here they are in the third possession. They've got to find a way to get off the field. So really nice job on a critical third down, forcing an incompletion.
LSU will bring the punt team on the field. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. He'll field the punt and take it back. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time. They had a much better field position this time around. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. He'll keep it himself. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Got it behind the line. It's Miller. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Alabama with a ton of ground to cover on this third down. Wants to throw. It's Simpson. He lobs one high down the left side. He holds it in, and nobody's close. Waltzes into the end zone, but he might be dancing the other way. There's a flag on the field. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they find pay dirt from way out, covering 69 yards on the touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. On the move, it's Durham. Still on his feet at the 25. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
Man, this guy is so scary when he has the ball in his hands. He kind of reminds you, he's got a little bit of Leonard Fournette. He's got a little bit of Clyde Edwards-Helaire, you know, just that shake and bake. And when they get in the second level, DBs just don't seem to know how to tackle this guy. You don't want to submarine. He might hurtle over you, but if you don't go in with conviction, then he's got the speed to get outside and take it the distance.
Turning it on! And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Think about when Garrett Nussmeier goes into the quarterback room at LSU and there are giant murals of Joe Burrow and Jaden Daniels, Heisman winners. Jesse, that's some pressure, but man, if he can cut down on the turnovers, he might join them.
Yeah, there's no question about it, Reese. This guy has a lot of talent. I really also just appreciate the fact that he stayed put at LSU. In an era of college football where especially quarterbacks are transferring 2, 3, 4 times, naming off those guys you just did, it would have been so easy for Nussmeier to try to find another opportunity somewhere else. He believes LSU is the best situation for him to win a national championship and get him off to the NFL.
The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Makes the grab. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Listen, nice completion, short gain. Now you get to third down. Third down's more manageable. But guess what? If I don't get it on third down, I still got that fourth down in my pocket. Nowadays, analytics, we're going for it anyways.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. Wants to throw it. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. He's loose. The 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tigers.
It's so challenging to stop the middle of the field passes deep down. You stretch me in these zones. I got to run with you in man. It's always a good idea to run those deep posts, and you could tell they saw it all the way. Receiver, quarterback on same page, gets the big touchdown.
Lining up for the PAT. And they tack on the extra point to cut the lead to 21-17. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the scoring play coming on a 56-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
And those corner routes, those quarterbacks need to throw the ball with some air and put it towards the sideline, away from the defender. You could tell a little bit maybe underthrown. The defender doing a good job sticking with the play, getting his hand on the football, and getting the deflection.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to pass. It's Simpson. Shoots it to the left. Wide open downfield. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Look, you want to make the quarterback feel you. You want to get pressure in his face. That was so close, but just a tad late. He'll do it himself. And he avoids the tackle with the slide.
And this QB is dialed in. You've already seen the passing ability to make plays down the field. But how about this? Running the option as well. The diversity in this offense, really hard to stop, and he's having a day.
Alabama comes to the line with a first and goal. Looks as if he's going to run it. And he'll be stuffed. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Caught in the backfield. It's Williams. And that one did not work.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
And now after getting knocked back, they'll try it again, this time from the 5 on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for 6. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Grab behind the line. It's Anderson. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Now, and a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on 3rd down. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Lofts one high and deep. He's got it inside the 30. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
Use the play fake, now to throw. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they close it to a 28-24 game. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. Coming out with it, it's Adams. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Pressure coming. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
You know, we're only in the first half of this football game, and already this offense has had tons of success throwing the football. The defense has to disrupt his rhythm, and they finally do there, getting the sack. They've given up 3 TD passes. Let's see if they can continue with the pass rush moving forward.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. They'll run play action. And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up, and now the ball's loose. Good job corralling that football, but he couldn't get it out of the end zone, and it'll be a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Back to throw. It's Nussmeier. It's caught downfield. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. And yet another Bayou Bengal baller on the outside who can just go get it.
And if I'm a quarterback, man, I love throwing to these guys. It doesn't have to be perfect. I don't have to fit it in the box. I know my receiver out wide will make plays. LSU has had guy after guy after.
There he goes. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Looking to throw on first down. Fires deep toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Looking to throw again. Caught over the middle. It's Hilton. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Quickly complete. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical.
Touchdown, LSU! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, heat that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they're on top by 5. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Here comes the heat. Grabbed over the middle. It's Miller. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They'll go 5 wide on 2nd and 8. To the air. It's Simpson. Out of the backfield, he's open. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Got it in the middle. It's Young. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Going to sling it on 2nd down. Catch in the middle. It's Williams. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. That roughing call probably stems from frustration as this guy has cut them into pieces. To the air on 1st down. That's caught. It's Horton. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Caught near the sticks. It's Horton. Out of bounds at the very edge of the red zone at the 20.
Well, it's a nice job by the receiver getting out of bounds to save some clock. You're probably out of field goal range, so you're thinking Hail Mary here at the end of the first half.
And it's 1st down, but they'll try the field goal in the closing seconds of the first half. He'll line it up from the right side, a 37-yarder coming up. It's good. That slices the lead to 2.
And that's a nice end to this first half. Put points on the board, create a little bit of momentum. You're still losing, I know. Go into the locker room, talk about some adjustments, and come out with some momentum.
He'll start the return inside his 5. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Fires to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Brown. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
They'll try the right side. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Looking for a gap. It's Durham. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. He's got him. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Got his man downfield. Oh, a lot of slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Ready to try the point after. The extra point is good, and they have a 9-point lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes courtesy of the big play, covering 61 yards on the touchdown pass. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes that Alabama offense. Coming out on first down with the play fake. The short hands, it's Bernard. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Second down coming up. Looking downfield, it's Simpson. Got his man in the middle. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Second down, he'll throw it. Finds his man, it's Hale. Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there.
That's a really nice job plucking that pass. I don't know if another school has done as good a job as Alabama in recent years as bringing in top-level talent at the wide receiver position. When you think of guys like Julio Jones, Amari Cooper, Jerry Jeudy, Devontae Smith, this guy, he looks like he could be on the field with all those guys, too. He's got speed. He's got the ability to pluck the football out of the air. What a big-time weapon. How nice is it to play quarterback with this guy in your offense?
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Quarterback on the keeper. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. Odd choice to take the penalty there. If you just take the loss, it also costs the offense a down. Instead, they'll replay it. Back to pass on second down. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Looking for a man, it's Simpson. Got his man to the left. Hard-hitting tackle.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing now.
The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. It's Hale. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
Great timing there in the curl route by the QB. Gets it out early, and against zone coverage, because he gets it to his receiver so quick, he's able to turn it up and get the first down.
Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. On target to the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The evolution of the Alabama offense has always been built around what does the quarterback do best, and this guy's doing a lot of things well.
And we've seen some sensational ones. And to your point, I like that. Jalen Hurts, really good runner. They built it around his feet. You know, Bryce Young, really good passer. Tua Tagovailoa, really good passer. More about the passing game, explosive passing plays. So they'll do whatever it takes to win.
Four receivers set, two on each side on 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Caught behind the line. It's Williams. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. And he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? And that is a punch right in the gut to make a play like that and have a penalty wipe it out. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Soft spot in the middle. And tight coverage right there, but he makes the grab, and they've got it on the 11 and a red zone chance. Just moments ago, Alabama was feeling the shadow of its own goalpost, and now the Tide generating momentum. They'll go to the ground. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to throw, it's Simpson. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Bama! If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They're set to kick it off, and you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. Four receivers set, 2 on each side on 2nd and 8. looking to fire. Took a shot as he threw.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You got to put some hits on him, those body blows, so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is the first time really getting to him. This defense needed this bad.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on third down. Got it in the middle. It's Hilton. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Caught in the backfield, it's Bernard. Here comes the offense on second down. He'll pull it on the read. Got enough for the first down. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And if I'm this defense, man, number 1, 2, and 3 is stopping this quarterback, and he's done it by air and now by land. Like running the option, having success. We got to get dialed in. He is the playmaker on this offense. I got to go stop him.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
So now it's second and long. He leaves it with his back. He showed off a few moves, but not enough to get away from all of those defenders as they stop him for a loss.
It's a bad sign on offense when you have that many people running free at your running back. That means guys up front aren't getting their blocks. Just too many hats getting to the ball carrier. I love his effort, making multiple guys miss, but still, it's a negative play.
To the air, it's Simpson. He hurls one deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
Really good coverage by the DB there, and an even a better job of locating the football and then knocking it away.
Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Leaves it with the back. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
They'll move the tight end. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. He'll keep it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So we open the final period with a third down play. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Catch in the middle, it's Anderson. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
LSU with the 1st and 10 here. He'll do it himself. Short gain on the play before he slides.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Now the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Anderson. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
Play action does so many things. When you run the football and have success, it slows everybody down. Not just the linebackers and the safeties and make them come up, but the defensive line. They're thinking run as well, slows down the pass rush, gives me a little bit more time to develop routes and make it really easy on my quarterback.
And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Quarterback on the keeper. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Looking for a man. It's Nussmeier. Grab near the marker. It's Anderson. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
And you just get the feel that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Use the play fake, now to throw. Caught over the middle, it's Anderson. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
This is so interesting right now watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
From the gun, running back gets to give. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Now they'll run it on the toss. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. Into the end zone. And they can't make the connection on third down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with the results of the play. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Oh, and the attempt is no good. And guys, they miss a chance to stretch the lead. It's still sitting on a 2.
Man, what a missed opportunity for the field goal unit. You got a chance to put this game over the mark where they got to score a touchdown. A field goal's no good late in this football game. Now the tide has turned a little bit. Your defense is going to need to go out there and bail you out.
What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
I love DBs that want to tackle, and they get an opportunity to look like heroes on these outside toss plays. Physical play by the corner there, getting the ball carried down behind the line of scrimmage.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw, it's Simpson. Pocket breaking down. Makes the catch, it's Cuevas. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
How about that? Just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Looking for a crease, it's Young. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. With the catch, it's Williams. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. This offense looking at a 3rd down after that last completion. From the gun, wants to pass. Complete to the right. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
Well, the offense is finding success throwing this guy's way. He just had a massive, massive play, his longest catch of the game. And I think if you're on offense, you got to keep looking this guy's way. He's now starting to prove that he's eating his guy alive in coverage, and he needs more touches.
And a late opportunity to grab the lead here. A touchdown would be huge. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Off play action. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Alabama! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
Yeah, and a nice job in the 4th quarter making plays, and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You could tell he broke with the football. He caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 5 here in the 4th. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. A bit frustrating to miss that short field goal the last time they had it, but this time around, see if they can redeem themselves. Hold holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Pulls it, fire complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Nice job by the quarterback there throwing the hitch route against zone coverage. You can't stare at him. If you do that, then you allow the flat defender to get underneath it, and that might be a pick six. So really good job by the quarterback there, using his eyes to manipulate the defense.
Now on second down. Scanning the field, it's Nussmeier. Sweet cut there. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Makes the catch. It's Hilton. Oh, he's got some space. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. I mean, just have a day already. He's right on the cusp of 500 yards through the air.
And I know he did an outstanding job all week long in practice, watching film and taking every rep seriously and personally on the practice field building up to this one, because he's barely made any mistakes today.
Looking to throw on first down. That's reeled in. It's Brown. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. And the Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. Pulls it in. It's Thomas. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
You complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Off the play fake. Grab near the marker. It's Brown. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. LSU getting set on first and 10. He'll pull it on the read. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And if they're going to run the football late in the game in this situation, not that close to scoring zone, they've got to take a timeout here. You've got to make sure you save as much time as possible and communicate with your quarterback.
Lost yardage leaves them looking at second and 14. Goes to the option. He'll toss it. And the fourth option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one.
And, man, you got to like the swarm of this defense. You've got to get in the backfield, make some penetration, and realize the first guy's not going to always get that big sucker on the ground. Like, he's a big, strong dude. He's breaking tackles, but still swarming to the football, and this defense still gets a tackle for a loss.
Fires to the wideout. It's caught. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That's such a great physical play by the defense, because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Thanks to grab. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Back to pass, it's Nussmeier. grabbed in the backfield. It's Anderson. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Now second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Touchdown, Tigers! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
Well, and the offense shows you what they're made of. They're scoring the touchdown. They take the lead with only seconds to go, and now it's on the defense to ice this thing when they take the field.
They're going to go for 2 here and try to extend that lead to a field goal. He'll keep it himself. He gets into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and the cushion is now 3. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And what a late touchdown in the final minute that is likely the game winner here. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Back to pass, it's Simpson. Finds the tight end. He gets it up close to the 25. Out of bounds, they'll mark it at the 24. He's trying to get them set quickly. They have to get the ball into field goal range. Looking to pass, and they don't have a lot of time to work with. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. Guys, this is a type of signature win that can set the tone for the future of a program.
And this is the crazy thing about college football with 18 to 22-year-olds. On any given day, anything can happen. And, David, you got to give this team so much credit. They played with their hair on fire and got a tremendous win.
And to keep the belief, like, to understand, like, I've got a chance to come in and win this game and not just give us lip service. They told us this could happen throughout the week, but they believed. Even when it got a little difficult, got a little up in the air, they kept fighting, they kept believing, and they get the huge win.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us.